My name is Ellen Moon. I'm a registered veterinary technician with a Southern California open admission municipal animal shelter. I've been here for the past 7 years, and I'm the medical team lead at this facility. My day starts out with a review of the patients in my care, and this can involve animals that have been transferred from our partner emergency clinic, um, or animals that have just come in off the trucks through the front door, and assessing those animals, the ones that are in the most urgent or dire need, and making sure those animals are taken care of first. The other and really important thing that gets done first thing in the morning is medications. Currently we have over 80 animals on medications and treatments, so that it's very important to make sure they get their medications and their treatments so they can get better and get adopted. That's the goal. The bulk of our admissions during the day come through the front door as strays or owner releases or injured wildlife, and we may have anywhere from 10 to over 80 in a day, just depending on what kind of day, what season it is. We also get animals off the trucks from the field. Our animal control officers bring them in. They're either picking up strays or owner relinquishments or injured wildlife as well. And we get fewer off the trucks typically, so on a typical day we may get between 10 and 30 animals off the truck. This time of year we do see quite a few pregnant cats, cats with kittens, or just litters of kittens coming into the shelter. Um, that's largely because now is the time where they go into estrus, because the daylight gets longer, so then the cats get triggered by the longer daylight, then they start to breed. Female cat and her offspring, fun fact, can produce over 50,000 cats in her lifetime, so it's very important to spay and neuter. But again, we do see quite a few. Most of our cats that come in, if they're female, they're usually pregnant, or they're kittens in a litter. So our screening process, I feel, is pretty thorough. We start off with having the people fill out an application, and on that application we ask if they've had pets in the past, if the pets are no longer with them, why are they no longer with them, did they pass away, why did they pass away. We always do landlord checks with people who don't own their own house, so for people who rent. We will be calling their landlords to ensure that they are indeed permitted to have a pet with them. We also like to do family introductions, so if there are other pets in the household, we're going to want to make sure that those pets are compatible with the pet from the shelter here. Our euthanasia statistics, so that's an interesting question, and it's good that we're talking about it. We go by what's called a live release rate. So, for example, last month we took in a little over 1,200 animals, and 72% of those animals were released alive. So that means they were either returned to their owners, they went to a rescue, they were adopted by another family or another agency, and so 72% of all those animals were released. The other 38% either were picked up already deceased, they passed away on their own at the shelter, or they were euthanized at the shelter. The process that we do at this facility for euthanasia, we try to be as humane as possible. So generally the animal will be sedated first, so they're nice and calm. We bring them into a quiet room with a towel on the table, and they're generally given an injection of euthanasia solution or sodium pentobarbital directly into the vein by a trained person such as myself. So it's a very quick and very smooth process. They feel a needle prick, and that's it. Generally, after or during the injection, the animal begins to relax, and then they lie down. They may take a breath, and they just relax and fall asleep, and their heart stops beating, and then their brain stops functioning. The animal's then deceased. During the spring and summer months, where we get the boxes and boxes of newborn kittens with no mothers that we don't have fosters for, that we can't keep in the shelter because they have to be fed every couple of hours, and we just don't have the resources for that. We don't have a bottle feeding program. So it is very hard when you'll have to be euthanizing box after box after box of kittens. Yeah, it's extremely